What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Chris here at Cullavalla South Farm. Well, it's a bit of a snowy Saturday and we're boiling. So as I mentioned in my little short last night, we actually started boiling last night. We boiled, oh, let me step inside here. Boiled probably about 4 hours last night. I'd say we probably got 25 gallons boiled down. So we fired up the evaporator first thing this morning and been boiling. So I came down to check, tend it, add a little bit of sap if I need to, and put some, excuse me, put some more wood in it, check the wood, and that was one of the big lessons that we learned running this evaporator last week. Let me put you guys down here. Is that it really needs to be checked often. It burns through a lot of wood, and the grates need to be kept clean. So that's what I came down here to do. Let's see if I can get you guys a good view. It's a little steamy in here. And we're gonna open it up and check it out here. Oh yeah, she's ready for another piece. For sure. That's kind of what I'm doing here, guys. Add wood, and then I'm cleaning the air grates out on the bottom as I do that to allow really good airflow to really keep this going hot. Some people actually put forced blowers on theirs to keep the maximum amount of air going. Not sure if I'm going to try to do that. We're going to kind of boil a few more times with this, see how it does. Oh, we're getting some snow blowing in here. See how it does and then kind of figure it out from there. But yeah, we're gonna be down here a good part of the day. We're actually getting snow and steam mixing together and making big snowflakes. It's kind of cool actually. As the wind blows, I don't know if you guys can see, the snow is kind of blowing in a little bit with the steam coming out and it's all mixing together. It's kind of cool looking. So anyway, guys, this is what we're gonna be doing today, and I'll give you some updates throughout the day as we boil this down. Hopefully we can finish today. If not, we'll pick it up again tomorrow. We'll kind of do what we did and fire it up early and get boiling. All right, guys, so we're still boiling, going well. I think we're probably doing, I would say 6 to 8 gallons an hour is probably about what we're boiling, which I think is pretty good for this one. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be at. I've looked everywhere online. I can't find what it's rated for. Just rated for taps. I haven't seen it in gallons per hour. So we're doing good. The sap tank out here is getting lower. I mean, we're down probably six inches left, and when we started we were 3 inches from the top. So we've definitely put a good dent in it. Whew, guys almost took a fall there. So yeah, we're continuing. I think one of the kids is going to relieve me for a little while. I actually got to run into town and grab a few things at one of the box stores, so at Runnings. So yeah, we're going to keep boiling. Hopefully we'll be able to finish this tonight. If not, we'll finish it up tomorrow. All right, guys, we're still boiling, but I figured I'd take you down and show you some stuff down at the log landing that you might find interesting. Or I do anyway. Loggers are basically done. Actually, they are done. They just got to finish moving their equipment out. So yeah, I'm gonna run you guys down there. It has stopped snowing and the sun has come out, and it's actually really pretty out right now with a fresh, about 3/4 of an inch of snow. So anyway, we're gonna jump in the Can-Am and we'll head down to the log landing. right, guys, so here we are down at the log landing. You can see most of the equipment is moved out now, and we got a nice big open area. They still got one skidder, their chipper, and the bulldozer to take out, but for the most part they've got most of their equipment out of here. But one kind of cool thing is, if you remember, I've mentioned in a few videos, me and my buddy Maya, who's been in a few videos with us, have ordered a Wood-Mizer sawmill. So I think down here is where we're gonna put the Wood-Mizer. There's a lot of stone down here. It's a big open area. It'd be a perfect place. Also, they left us, I don't know what that is, but that's gonna be 10 cords worth of cutoffs. So those are like the butt ends of the logs and sections where when they're cutting the logs to length that they can't use. So they left those for us so we can cut those up into firewood, and it's almost all oak. I mean, there is a pretty healthy pile there. I'd hazard to say it's 5 to 10 cords, and it's big. We're gonna work for it, but that's gonna be some great sugar wood. They also left us this, which is now covered in snow, so you can't really see it, but excuse me. This is a massive pile of wood chips, which this is going to be phenomenal for making our own compost. We can put them on the, you know, we have all this area now that we have clear cut. This is going to be great to mix in with the soil to really build up the carbon. It'd be nice to get some cow manure and make really a good batch of compost that I can set up a nice pile and really get some good compost going for our gardens and you know, for the fields. So I'm pretty stoked about having the wood chips. We weren't sure, but they couldn't quite make a full load out of them, so they asked me if I'd like some, and I said sure, absolutely, just put them in a big pile. I can use them on the trails to cover up some, you know, ruddy spots and other stuff like that. So it's great. I mean, big thanks to John and Dawn from John Colvin Logging. They did a phenomenal job here. They're great guys, great to work with. I mean, they really just did a great job on this property. You know, very conscientious. You know, they did a phenomenal job. They cleaned up well after themselves. You know, as far as logging jobs goes, I've seen a few over the years. This is one of the cleanest, best done I've ever seen. So, you know, shout out to them. They really have done a phenomenal job, and I can't thank them enough. So anyway, guys, I just thought I'd give you a little logging update here. You know, we're kind of wrapping it up, and so we're gonna kind of reclaim this area for what we want to do. We'll probably plant some grass seed down here and set up the Wood-Mizer. We've got all this wood to split, and then you know, up on the hill where that skidder was parked, we'll probably use that as the drying area when we start milling up some wood. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna head back to the sugar house and get back to boiling. All right, guys, so we're still boiling. It's about 6 o'clock. I think we're gonna shut down here pretty quick and pick it back up tomorrow. We did get all of the tank empty, so the 2 buckets over here, the little pre-warmer bucket and then the green bucket, that's the last of the sap we have out of that tank. And I don't think you're gonna be able to see it, but the sap in the evaporator is starting to get pretty sweet, and it's starting to definitely be brown colored. So we're making good progress, but I think we're gonna pick up tomorrow. We've been boiling for a long time, and you know, we'll let it sit for the evening. It's supposed to be real cold tonight, so I think we're gonna let it sit, and then we'll pick it up and we'll finish the batch out tomorrow. So what's going on, guys? Good morning. So it's the next day from when we shot the footage last night. We boiled till about 8:30 in the evaporator, and then we put it in the finisher last night, which we might have put it in the finisher a little early. We've actually had it in here for a couple hours going. So we probably should have left it in the evaporator, but it was that point, it was the end of the night. We were getting tired, so anyway, we're down here finishing it. It's boiled down a lot. We're probably maybe an hour away. We're watching our temperatures to see, you know, when the temperature starts to rise. We have our specific gravity hydrometer ready to go. We've checked out a few times just to see. And yeah, we're finishing it up. I'm looking for a temperature of about 220.5 degrees, and then that should coincide with the correct specific gravity. So we're just, we're down here finishing it out, and we'll see how much we get. All right, guys, so we're getting closer. We are up to, don't know how well you can see that. We're up to about 213.5. So we're above the boiling point of water now. And we're getting close. Specific gravity is still low, but we're getting there. We've gotten our bottle set up for right. We're gonna do a half-gallon bottle for the house for us, and then we're gonna do a bunch more half pints. Unfortunately, I think I mentioned this previously. I couldn't get pint bottles, so I got a bunch of half pint bottles and I got a bunch of half-gallon bottles. So hopefully that'll work for us for this year. Obviously, I'd rather have pints because that's what most people buy syrup in, is a pint. But it is what it is, you know, supply chain issues and all that. So anyway, guys, that's the update, and hopefully soon we'll be drawing this off and it'll be done. All right, guys, so that's it. We finished up. I didn't get it on camera because I forgot, and it kind of gets busy towards the end of a boil because you're checking the specific gravity with your hydrometer, like we have here, and you're checking the temperature. I had a hydrometer that worked this time, so we double checked it, hydrometer and temperature. Our temperature was actually a little higher. It was about 221 and a half to get the right hydrometer reading. So we'll probably use that as our standard going forward. The last batch we did to 220.8. So, and I didn't have a hydrometer at that time, but it tastes good, so I still think we're good. And we've given most of that away just to people to try out and see if they like. So anyway, here's our haul. We did one full half gallon, then we did a bunch of half pints, and then this little bit extra, you know, we'll use in the house. We probably could have got another half pint out of that, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to waste a bottle by only filling it halfway. So yeah, so that brings our season total basically to just over 2 gallons of syrup so far. So we're not doing too bad considering it's very early. So anyway, guys, that's gonna wrap this one up. I hope you enjoyed it, and like I like to say, if you like these videos, please subscribe, hit the like button, and leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. And just remember, it'll be all right.